NHL Power Week is coming up right now.
Today on NHL Power Week, find out which teams are on their way to the conference semifinals.
SCA moving in. Tikkanen shoots. Score! And Tikkanen does it again! The Rangers win, baby!
Plus, one of the all-time greats, Pittsburgh captain Mario Lemieux, leads the game of hockey in style.
Lemieux heading up ice. Here he comes! Here he comes! Mario Lemieux! Hang on! He scores! You gotta love it!
On behalf of hockey fans everywhere to Mario, we say thanks for those memories.
Let's start off our show with the best of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals in streaks and deeks. The Flyers' John LeClair and Vinny Prospal wove magic in Game 3 against Pittsburgh.
Period. Prospal dances in, gets it up ahead, scores! John LeClair! Philadelphia will take a 3-0 lead in this series.
The Flyers won 5-3 and looked to eliminate the Penguins in what could be Mario's last game at home. But the Pens were not about to give up.
Nedved, short-handed, scores!
Late in the third period, Lemieux gave the hometown fans what they wanted, a highlight film breakaway.
Lemieux heading up ice. Here he comes! Here he comes! Mario Lemieux! Hang on! He scores! You gotta love it!
You sure do. Pittsburgh fans were brought to their feet as they thanked Mario for a 4-1 win. Mario later gave his thanks to the fans in his final game at Pittsburgh's Civic Arena. In Game 5, the Flyers' Rod Brind'Amour used the Pittsburgh power play to his advantage.
Brind'Amour, here he comes again. Backhand shot, score!
Thanks to Brind'Amour's back-to-back shorthanded goals, the Flyers clinched Game 5 and the series. Lemieux passed the torch to his younger counterpart while hockey fans said goodbye to Mario for the final time.
And on behalf of hockey fans everywhere to Mario, we say thanks for those memories. The Philadelphia Flyers win a series, but hockey loses one of its greatest.
Now, let's go to Game 3 of the Rangers-Panthers series, where the New York Rangers trailed by a goal late in the third period. In overtime, Tikkanen clanked one off the crossbar. Or did he?
Tikkanen, the big shot, hit the post! He hit the post! He thinks it. He's raising his stick like he thinks it's a goal.
The officials had to go upstairs for a review to take another look at Tikkanen's powerful slap shot.
Still no word. Still no word. The Rangers win! Rangers win!
The Rangers took a 2-1 lead in the series into Game 4, which became known as the Wayne Gretzky Show.
Here comes Gretzky. He fakes. He decides to make a play. He looks. Now he shoots. Score! It's a hat trick for Wayne Gretzky!
Gretzky's natural hat trick provided all the Rangers scoring for the 3-2 win.
And have a 3-1 lead as this series heads to Florida for Game 5 in Miami.
Game 5 went into overtime, and once again, Tikkanen came through.
Tikkanen shoots, score! And Tikkanen does it again! The Rangers win, baby! What a series for the New York Rangers. They have won it in 5 as they beat the Florida Panthers 4 straight.
Devils goaltender Martin Brodeur entered Game 3 against the Canadiens up 2-0. In Game 3, the Devils got their offensive firepower from veteran left winger Valery Zelepukin.
They scored! Zelepukin!
That's the first hat trick of the playoffs, Valery Zelepukin.
And this one is over. The New Jersey Devils post a 6-4 win. And the Canadiens head off down by 3.
In Game 4, the Montreal Canadiens avoided a 4-game sweep in a triple overtime classic.
Brisebois shot! It's all over! Patrice Brisebois has won it for Montreal!
After Montreal's 4-3 triple overtime win, it was back to New Jersey, where the Devils would go to work early.
Blaine fires. Score! There it is!
Career playoff shutout number 5. The Devils eliminate the Canadiens in 5.
The Devils' 4-0 shutout sealed the series and advanced them to the conference semifinal round. The Senators hosted their first ever playoff game as they tried to go up 2-1 in their series with Buffalo. Tied at 2, the Sabres took control in the third period. Ottawa rebounded from their 3-2 loss with an overtime battle in Game 4. Alfredson broke the scoreless tie in overtime, evening the series at 2. He then carried his momentum into Game 5.
Wilson had Alfredson tied up, took the scores!
Ottawa's 4-1 win put them up 3-2, just 1 game away from clinching the series. In Game 6, the Sabres fought off elimination.
And centered it for score!
The Sabres added 2 more goals for a 3-0 final, evening the series at 3 games each.
The Buffalo Sabres force Game 7.
Today's Power Feature takes us to Tampa, Florida.
Unbelievable! It is showtime, baby! Wow!
Welcome to NHL Breakout 97. 20,000 spectators took in the sights and sounds as the National Hockey League turned Busch Gardens into a festival of hockey. In only its 3rd year, Breakout has become the world's premier off-ice hockey tour. Tampa was the 2nd stop on a 20-city North American tour. 2 semi-trucks carry everything needed to make a parking lot into a 2-day hockey extravaganza.
We're at this really cool area called Between the Pipes. If you've never been a goalie before and you want to learn how to get in goal, all you need to do is suit up. We've got some great coaches who are going to take some shots, going to make them low, going to make them high. And this is Justin here. We're going to see how well he does.
Dump goes in front, save! Another save! Unbelievable! Another save! He's a magician out there!
Here we are at the IBM Precision Street Hockey Clinics. This is in conjunction with USA Hockey, and this is where everybody gets to test their skills. As you can see, we've got goalies who are in these non-traditional flopping positions, and if you get by one of these goalies, you get some really cool points. Okay, here we are at the NHL Slapshot, New Dodge Slapshot. This is where you can get to try your slapshot. Never played before, it's okay. Never taken a shot before, we'll show you how. Most important part of this whole thing is that there's radar that's going to tell you how fast you go. Here we are. This is where you get your official gear. The only place on site that you can buy NHL Breakout stuff. We got jerseys, we got t-shirts, we got caps, we got the latest wheels. Really neat stuff. I like the logo too. And here's really where it all happened. Cool Air inflatable rinks, the latest and the greatest in outdoor recreational hockey. Really cool, really easy to play. 4-on-4, 1 goalie. There's no icing, no offsides. You just keep playing, keep rocking. You can have as many as 10 goals in a game.
There's a tremendous amount for the kids and grown-ups to do once they're out here, both instructional and some fun things to do as well. And then obviously we top it off with some player appearances by the Lightning.
Damon Lenkow, Brant Myers, Corey Schwab, Patrick Poulin, and Brian Bradley were on hand for a question-and-answer session with the youngsters. Then Brian Bradley gave a stick handling demonstration, while Patrick Poulin gave instructions on slapshot technique. In the news, Mario Lemieux's distinguished 13-year career came to an end as the Penguins were eliminated from the playoffs. Lemieux will be remembered as one of the best to play the game, finishing 6th all-time in scoring with 1,494 points. He won 3 Hart trophies as the league's most valuable player, and this season, Mario captured his 6th Art Ross trophy for leading the NHL in points. He also led Pittsburgh to back-to-back Stanley Cups.
Well, I really have some mixed emotions about, tonight. After all, this is a game I've been playing for since I was 3 years old, so it's been a part of me as far as I can remember. But on the other side of it, not being able to play the way I once played is very frustrating, and that's something that I just can't accept for myself and for my family and friends to see me like this. I've been through a lot of tough times and a lot of great times, so I'm always going to look at the papers and see what the Gwins are doing.
Another player who will be missed is Lemieux's teammate Joe Mullen. Mullen, the first American-born player to score 500 goals, is retiring after 17 seasons. In other news, the Los Angeles Kings relieved General Manager Sam McMaster of his duties, and Chief Hockey Operations Officer Roby Vachon was reassigned within the organization. A former King player will fill both roles.
For 20 years, Dave Taylor has been about all the right things for this organization. So Dave Taylor, as of today, will become the Vice President, General Manager of the Los Angeles Kings.
To get up-to-the-minute information on the playoffs, check out the NHL website. And now for the Western Conference playoff highlights in Streets and Deeks. We start off in Chicago as the Blackhawks were looking to even their series with the Avalanche at 2 games apiece.
Kamensky's down low. Ozelin's moving up. Sakic back at the point. Scores!
Colorado jumped out to a 2-1 lead, but Chicago would dominate the rest of the game.
Set up to Shads. The Hawks pressing here. Shads. They have tied the series. 2 games apiece, and it's down to the best 2 out of 3, folks.
2 nights later in Colorado, it would be Valeri Kamensky and Patrick Roy who would steal the show in Game 5.
Looking in front. They move in closer, and it's off a skated in. First career playoff hat trick for Valeri Kamensky. Montier break away from center ice in against Patrick Roy. Come on, they shoot. Patrick Roy, the save. He's going to do it. We have a new career playoff leader in wins with 89. It is Patrick Roy. Final score, the Avalanche 7, the Blackhawks 0.
In Game 6, Chicago jumped out to a 3-0 lead before the Avalanche started to roll.
Then they get it back. Here is Sakic back in to score! And the Avalanche have erased an entire 3-goal deficit. Still controlling. John Sakic got a blind, goes to Kamensky, back in, score! Right up under the crossbar on the backhand. Final score, Colorado 6, Chicago 3.
The Avalanche win the series 4-2 and advance to the next round. In St. Louis, Grant Fuhr provided the goaltending the Blues needed to even the series.
Batiste off, he's in alone, he shoots. A great save.
And Jeff Courtnall provided the goals.
Power play in front court, not alone, he shoots, he scores. Jeff Courtnall.
The Blues win it 4-0.
But in Game 5, Detroit rocked Grant Fuhr.
Cosmo shot, scores. Larry Murphy shovels one off the skate, brother, scores.
The Red Wings won 5-2 and needed one more game to clinch the series. Brett Hull didn't show any signs of pressure as he scored early in Game 6.
Hull breaks through, scores! Larry Murphy came over in a trading deadline deal with Toronto. Pass deflected, saved, rebound, score! Brendan Shanahan there for the rebound. Red Wings win it 3-1. The Detroit Red Wings have advanced to the second round as they have eliminated the St. Louis Blues.
In Edmonton, the Oilers were looking to take a 3-1 series lead, and Andrei Kovalenko got them off to a good start.
Right back to him, scores! Kovalenko!
But it was Brent Gilchrist who won it for the Stars.
Gilchrist scores!
In Game 5, Oilers goaltender Curtis Joseph shined in Dallas.
Come on, dropping it, shot, off, Joseph's arm. What a save that was by Curtis Joseph.
The game remained scoreless until the second overtime.
Here's Smith. He shoots. He scores. They've won this 5th game.
The Stars looked loose off the ice, but were focused on the ice for Game 6.
Murray left it in on the left wing. Shoots. He scores.
Dono to the slot.
Shoots. He scores.
And that will do it. The Dallas Stars have tied the series.
The Coyotes and Mighty Ducks face off for Game 4 as Anaheim leads the series 2-1.
Loose in front, comes right to Corkum, back here, scores! Alani sends that one ahead, intercepted, all the way down ice, and into the empty net. We're going back to California, tied 2-2.
In Game 5, it was Captain Coyote who got the team started.
Leave Kachuk open, the captain in, score! Aaron Shannon battling there in front. Newman right up and scores! They come away with a huge win, the first road win in this series.
In Game 6, the Ducks had a 2-1 lead late in the 3rd period.
Couldn't get it to the net. Hanging on the airborne check. Kachuk,
Kachuk's goal set up a dramatic overtime showdown.
There is no bigger thrill.
Players from the Colorado Avalanche are in the top 5 scorers for the playoffs. Nikolai Hobby-Bulin has been the starter in goal for the Phoenix Coyotes for the last 48 games. But the Iron Man role seems to suit the 24-year-old Russian just fine.
I like to play a lot because I think the more I play, I feel sharper.
Big save by Hobby-Bulin.
easier to play for me when I play a lot. Like I think I feel the game better.
Hobby Bulin got better and better as the season went along, including his 3 shutouts in a row in March to bring his regular season total to 7.
Hobby Bulin the shutout as Phoenix likes the Panthers. Got another one tonight. This one done.
The Coyotes have done it again. 3 straight shutout wins for Nikolai Hobby Bulin. 198 minutes and 19 shutout seconds.
Play some great hockey for us, and we've tightened things up defensively as a hockey team to make things a little easier for him. But it seems that when the big save has to be made, Nicky's there to make it.
Oh, Murphy the shot, Hobby Bulin the save.
You know, it's great to play in front of him and have the confidence that he's going to make the save. So, you know, if he sees the puck, he's going to stop it.
Hobby Bulin's strong play this season has led the Coyotes into the playoffs in their first season in Phoenix, and he hasn't let up now that he's there.
Now here comes Paul Correa. Dinning is there. Correa's shot is right off Hobby Bulin. Hobby Bulin does it again.
Just as the fans did in Winnipeg, the Phoenix fans were all dressed in white for the playoffs, while Hobby Bulin got ready to make team history in Game 4 against Anaheim.
Center ice to Correa. Look out. He's got Solani charging. Save made by Hobby Bulin. Save made by Hobby Bulin. What a stop on Steve Rochin.
They love their goalie here, and even the players will say that he's going to be the best player on the ice for us every game that we win.
Hobby Bulin's first career playoff shutout was also the first in the Winnipeg-Phoenix playoff history. His consistent play and 8 shutouts so far this season are a main reason why Phoenix is where they are.
One story, this goaltender, Hobby Bulin.
It's time once again for the best saves, hits, and bloopers of the week in Don't Blink. We'll start with the West playoff matchup of Phoenix and Anaheim.
Good cross-ice speed balance. The heel, the stick, Ruch and the rebound. Save made by Hobby Bulin. What a stop.
Chicago's Tony Amonte breaks in on Patrick Roy.
A breakaway from Tony Amonte to the net. He fakes, he shoots, and a save by Roy. Incredible save by Patrick Roy.
In Philadelphia, watch Ken Reggett get an assist from his defense.
It's a 2-on-1 with Leclerc and Lindros. Lindros, Leclerc.
Dallas' Sandy Moog saves his best for overtime.
Rich get away. Luke Richardson, big drive. Oh, what save by Moog. Andy Moog love stop on big Luke Richardson slap shot.
And speaking of shots, even the fans are getting into the hitting. Garth Snow of the Flyers denies the Penguins their tying goal. Detroit's Mike Vernon stands strong against Chris Pronger and the St. Louis Blues.
Leach on the right wing, throws in front, Pronger, along with the crossbar, and Vernon made the stop.
But the Blues also have one of the NHL's best, Grant Fuhr.
Here's Larionov, hands it off, Matisse walking in, great move, cuts it! What a save on Matisse!
Ottawa goalie Ron Tugnut slams the door on this Buffalo scoring chance.
What a great one he's going to be. Already is centered in front of the goal. All alone, Tugnut! He's up big!
What does Chris Chelios know that we don't? Colorado's Mike Keane knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
I think it Weinrich just avoided the forecheck of Mike Keane, who might have hurt himself. Missing Weinrich and slamming into the end board.
You want to know why everybody feels like dancing? It's because the Village People are back singing their famous song, YMCA. And what would Don't Blink be if we didn't include saves that should be made?
And now Murphy will go off and get a change. That allows Brett Hull to hit the ice. Eiserman
He scores! Mike Richter of the Rangers invents the headbutt save. And Martin Brodeur has the save of the week.
Brunet's been on for a long shift already early on. Oh, long shot! Save Brodeur! What a stop!
And now we check out the European players starring in the playoffs in International Update. Starting us off is the Czech Republic's Pavel Dimitra.
Gets by
Busher Hall goes to the back. His first ever National Hockey League postseason goal.
And Dimitra wasn't done for the night.
Taken there by Dimitra. Pronger tapping his stick on the ice, letting him know he's coming late. Pronger shoots, score! Look at that backhand saucer pass to a wide-open Pronger.
Dimitra's 2 points were instrumental in the Blues' 4-0 win. Another Czech player who played a big role in a team victory was Pittsburgh's Peter Nedved.
Here's a chance. Nedved, short-handed, scores! Unbelievable!
Nedved's goal helped the Penguins to a 4-1 victory. Finnish superstar Teemu Selänne has continued his great play in the postseason, leading Anaheim in goals.
Comes for Treble, a one-timer, puck loose, score! In front it goes, and the goal put through by Teemu Selänne. Right back for Daniel, sends right on, rebounder, score! Teemu Selänne, his second goal of the night.
While the Ottawa Senators are getting strong play from second-year Swede Daniel Alfredsson, who leads the team with 5 goals and 7 points.
Give away the shot, Justin rebound, scores! Daniel Alfredsson.
Peter Forsberg is the top international playoff scorer with 9 points. Now for our first Power Pack game of the week. We start off in Phoenix as the Coyotes host the Mighty Ducks. The Ducks lead the best-of-7 series 2-1. Let's get right to first period action with the Coyotes on a power play.
Coyotes with an advantage early in the game tonight. Boy, these fans ready for hockey in the desert. Tverdovsky brings it in. Rowan, quick snapshot, never got toward Hebert. And Tverdovsky recovers left point. Behind the goal, JR avoids a hit from David Karpa. Tkachuk will send it right back to the left point, Tverdovsky. Teppo Numminen, Craig Janney out there as well on the power play unit. Shot there from Teppo Numminen deflected in Korea. Tries to regain the corner. And Jeremy Roenick takes advantage of the chance to line him up and give him a whack. Teppo Numminen back for Tverdovsky. Broken up by Korea. Look at the blinding speed. Here he'll streak in along the right wing. Korea drives in and tries a backhander. Saved by Hobby Bulin shorthanded. And the Bulin wall chance come out here in Phoenix. No power play time left, more than a minute. Into the offensive end. Janney couldn't see it up in front. Tkachuk's right. It's loose in front. And Hebert got a piece of that into the corner. Craig Janney, he gathers the puck in along the near wall. Janney in the slot going right for Roenick, who's blasted just wide. Tkachuk behind the goal looks for help. Janney down the right side. Goes into the point area out front. They'll try it again for Roenick, and Janney tied up. And the puck cleared out by the Ducks to center ice. Teppo Numminen, he'll cross the line himself. Takes advantage of a chain. In alone with a big shot, but a good save. Kicked out by Guy Hebert. Still 28 seconds of power play time left. Tkachuk tries to center. Broken up by Dallas. Daniel tries to clear, and Ronan can't hold it in.
Good pressure by Phoenix. That's what they have to do. They got their energy level up. That's what Don Hay was worried about after the first 2 games.
Diddick sends that in from the blue line. It's knocked out. Easy pad save for Hebert. Richard Park getting set to come out of the penalty box. And the penalty is now over. Even strength, 5 apiece. Into the offensive end. Roenick stops. Quick shot, and Hebert makes a pad save. Mironov clears to the near wall. Boy, Cliff Roenick has had a tremendous series. Big hit behind the goal again. Dallas Drake lays into Dave Karpa. Gerald Diddick. Cross-ice play, nearly intercepted by Ruchin. Ruchin for Korea. Has room to maneuver. Comes to Bellows with a one-time snapshot. Good save, Hobby Bulin. Along the near side, sent behind the goal. Controlling there, Ruchin looking for Paul Korea. Gained now by Phoenix. And the Coyotes bring the other way. Dallas Drake is now skating on this top line. Todd Hayes maneuvered his lines around a bit. Janney at one time was centering Jeremy Roenick and Keith Tkachuk, and now that's changed. Daniel lost possession. Stapleton swings ahead for Darren Shannon, the offensive star of Game 3. 2 tip-in goals in the first period. Battles Dan Treble, a rookie defenseman. Stapleton tries to hold it in. Tverdovsky successful in that along the near side. Shannon tries for Stapleton, way off the mark of the shot. Bellows clears the blue line, but not out. Stapleton sends it right on, went wide. A Whistler to the right of Guy Hebert. Sacco to the blue line again, not out. Stapleton, great job to hold it in. Looking to send ahead for Shannon. He was headed right toward the net. Shannon and Solani come together far side. Puck loose and cleared all the way down by the Ducks. Icing is a call. Tavernowski the touch-up.
We rejoin the game in the third period with no score.
Ahead, Paul Correa. Plenty of room to work with. Knees for Bellows. Trying to hit Ruchin. And Bellows lost the edge. Mironov ends up with it. Charging in. Mironov tries to jam it home. Is it behind the goal line? It is. A score for the Ducks. Dmitry Mironov creating on the near post. Took 2 hacks at it. And eventually they whacked the goal beyond Nikolai Hobby-Bolin. 8:02 left. Fans don't like what they see in Arizona. Stephen Holcomb, referee, will go upstairs.
This is the play. Watch him go around behind, and you see him stop. And now Hobby-Bolin is scrambling to get over to the other side of the net and didn't realize that Mironov was coming back. Now he hit it. The guy on the left is the player you're seeing. At the left part of your screen is where the skate is. But the key is that skate that we saw just at the left of your screen there. Was it still in there? And the puck went in, and obviously it is.
Skate of Brian Bellows never left the crease. No goal. Lob through. Diddick the intercept. He'll send it all the way down, and David Carpa gives chase. So the high drama, the Western Conference quarterfinal series between these two rivals continues to build tonight. 3 goals called back in the series. Roenick gives chase in the corner, along with Corkum. Diddick sends that one on, loose in front, comes right to Corkum. Becker scores! Bob Corkum lights the lamp.
12:45 is the time of the goal. And that backhand shot just gets by Guy-Hebert.
Minute left. Correa with the speed will do it. Shalenkov is off the ice. They're going to bring an extra skater on. Dumped in by Correa. Solani follows. Out towards center ice. Cleared away. Ducks net is empty. Mironov leads ahead for Bellows. Intercepted. Roenick sends that one, but it's picked off first by Daniel. Roenick is being brought down. Couldn't get a lot of mustard on the shot with an empty net. Cross-side speed. Dumped through by Bellows. Play. Is it a late offside? Cleared the zone. Late offside again. And Roenick just lobs that one into the neutral zone. Coming down to 15 seconds left. One more chance for the Ducks. Solani sends that one ahead. Intercepted. All the way down ice. And into the empty net. Tavernowski sends that one all the way down to put it away. We're going back to California. Tied 2-2.
Our second Power Pack game takes us to the Igloo in Pittsburgh as the Philadelphia Flyers and Captain Eric Lindros look to sweep their cross-state rival Penguins. Will this be Mario's final performance? We pick things up in the first.
Looked to you like Yager was sitting on the bench, maybe, testing that groin. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain already there.
He's had that groin problem all part of this year. Score! Ian Moran! And Pittsburgh jumps out on top.
Look at Ian Moran trying to get this crowd revved up. And it's working. Well, we talked about the dancers and the singers singing. These are the role players. Alex Hicks at center with Joe Dietzick on one side. Ian Moran is out there as a forward on the right side. And this is just a great shot by Moran when he finally gets it. Joe Dietzick made the play. He stole the puck from Paul Coffey. It was up for grabs, and Dietzick beat Paul Coffey to the puck, fed to Moran, single.
Face-off coming inside the Pittsburgh line on the draw. Flat. Nedved won it. Cleared back into the middle. And in the Baranek trying to get it up. Had it blocked at center ice. Yager moved over, tipped it away from Sean Bodine. Finally cleared back up, and it'll be chased down. Pittsburgh behind their own net. Neil Wilkinson coming back to get it. Pittsburgh changing up on their defensive pairing somewhat in this game. We'll see if they stay with it. If they try and find a way to shut down Philadelphia. Bodine moving in. Sean Bodine looking for his first, and he got it! Sean Bodine did not have a goal in the last minute. regular season. He has tied this game up at 1.
Gary, we talked about him in Game 2 and in Game 3 as being one of the few pieces to the offensive puzzle that was out of place from Philadelphia. Great pass across ice, just lofted it through all of the players. Nobody could get a stick on it. It's a great shot.
Sean Podine's tricky shot tied the score, but later in the period, Pittsburgh had the answer.
Come on, guys, you got to believe me. I scored. And he was, in fact, right. The replay did back him up, and the Rangers won after Florida had a goal disallowed because...
Snow came on goal! A short-handed goal! And the old truck has got Snow made a mistake.
Remember in our open, we talked about this game being the Flyers to win or lose because they had dominated, and they have not self-destructed. The Penguins need a little bit of help. Here it is. That's exactly what they needed. Gar Snow's game with the puck is not very good. He almost looked like he fanned on it. He didn't have much room anyway to clear it. He needed to go on his forehand side right over to the boards instead of going up the middle. Eddie Olczyk made him pay.
Pittsburgh giving up the second most shots per game in the NHL. Philadelphia, the third fewest. Pittsburgh used to playing games where they're getting outshot. That's been this series as well. Brendamore sends it in. 55 left in the Philadelphia power play. A minute more than that remaining in the period. Knocked away. Nedved on the far side. Balloon. Great job to hold that in. Backhouse has some room. Shot wide on Reagan. Hits the back of the net. All the way up front crossbar, I think, and went back the other way. With a big ping on that one. Here's a chance. Nedved, short-handed, scores! Unbelievable! 2 short-handed goals for Pittsburgh.
Penguins are alive, folks, in a big way. Carl Dykhouse tried a little feather pass. It hit the shaft of Nedved's stick. Watch Nedved. Gar Snow figured that he was going to go to the backhand, so he went for the big poke check. Great move by Nedved. Nedved went to the backhand with the fake, back to the forehand, and Gar Snow was flat on his back when he just drilled her home.
After both teams went scoreless in period 2, we moved to the third with Pittsburgh in command.
Well, Mario has other things on his mind right now besides packing it in, because these guys are 1 minute and 59 away from forcing a 5th game. All they wanted to do was win 1, and they will concentrate on winning 1 again 2 nights from now.
Lemieux and Yager have not scored in this game. The fans, some of them just are going to try and keep this applause going for the final 2 minutes of this game. Dykhouse behind the net. All the while, Philadelphia is trying to get 1 more goal to bring them within 1. We'll keep an eye on Gar Snow here to see if he may be pulled here early. They are down by 2. Pittsburgh looking for their first win of the series, and the fans still up for Mario. Balloon. Centering pass. Crossville knocked away by Kasparaitis. Cleared up, not out. Desjardins shot glove down. Cleared out the length of the ice. No icing. Carrion came back to get it. Here are the fans. Mario's on the ice now. Back to the point, Desjardins. Mario blocked it. Lemieux heading up ice. Here he comes. Here he comes. Mario Lemieux. Hang on. He scored. You gotta love it.
Simply amazing. Is it not fitting that this game should end just like this? Not over yet, but Mario has punctuated this victory for the Pittsburgh Penguins by scoring 1 more time on a breakaway in front of his family and his hometown crowd. Hee-haw, man.
Sixth all-time leading goal scorer, 11th all-time in assists, 6th all-time in points.
Gesture and that little skate and that little wave, just in case, this is his last game here.
1 minute left to go here in game 4. Flyers the opportunity to sweep the series, will not do it. They will go home Philadelphia Saturday. Hope checked away, shot wide into the corner. John Bruce couldn't get it. Francis tipped it away. Mario's still out there. Lemieux had it poke checked away from him. Renberg couldn't control. Mario gets it out of the zone. .28 seconds left to go. Game 4. Mario will be out on the ice for this last shift, and so is Joey Mullen, who's going to retire. There's Mullen. Drops it back off for Hatcher. So both of them will have at least one more game to play in their careers. Coffey on the near side. 8 seconds left to go. The Pittsburgh Penguins have won game 4 as they defeat the Flyers by a score of 4-1, and Mario Lemieux got goal number 4.
The Penguins stay alive with a 4-1 win, and the hockey world gets to see Mario Lemieux for at least one more game. Stay right here as another Power Pack matchup comes your way. It's time for our last Power Pack game of the week. We finish off in Montreal with the Canadiens one game away from playoff elimination as they host the New Jersey Devils. Let's get right to first period action.
Spins it the other way. Here's Koivu. Drop pass there. Brunet, he's been on for a long shift already early on. Oh, long shot. Save, Brodeur! What a stop! A minute and 51 into this hockey game, and Martin Brodeur, his first stop, a beauty.
Can you believe that one? I don't think Mark Recchi can.
Off for Chambers. Holig. Setting it up. A minute left for Mandeville. Save Theodore on the rebound as well. Jose Theodore off to a big start, and they needed this effort out of him, Brian.
Oh, I'll say. The whole team needed it. Theodore needed it. The crowd needed it. They're really behind Theodore now. You can see this power play for New Jersey. They're not shy.
Here's speed. Niedermeyer shot. Save the rebound. They score! Jose Theodore, who's been great early on in this hockey game, has been tested a number of times, but Scott Niedermeyer beats him on the rebound on the power play. The Devils open up the 1-0 lead. Game 4 of this series, the Canadiens looking to stave off elimination with a victory here tonight, try to force this series back to New Jersey. Overskated now. Here's a chance. Valerie Bure's shot stopped by Brodeur. Is back out the center.
The scoring chances are few and far between for Montreal. Quick turnovers or a mistake like you just saw a second ago, and a good shot, but otherwise not much.
They score right there. It's Patrick Elias getting the goal off the setup from John McClain, and that makes it 2-0 Devils. Here's Thomas. Off for Gilmore. Gives it back to Thomas. Played it off his skater. He just overskated the pass, and the Canadiens come back. With Koivu. Drop for Recchi. Recchi from the side. Center to front. Red light is on. Let's see. The puck is out of the net. Red light is on. And we will go upstairs. Referee Nick Magoo says we'll go upstairs.
Nick Magoo indicated to him right away, we're going upstairs. He pointed upstairs. Montreal is sure that they have a goal here, their first one of the game. A good crisscrossing pattern gets New Jersey backing in. Puck thrown into the middle of the net. That looked like it was over the line. Difficult to tell. Marty Brodeur was fishing it out. That's a goal, folks, no doubt. That is 2-1 hockey game now. Montreal has gotten themselves on the board. A very definitive look there. The red light did come on. The goal judge was correct in the views that I have seen. He put it on right away. Saku Koivu knew it was in, too.
Now it's in. Now it's official.
Mark Recchi got credit for the goal. We now move to the third period with the Devils still ahead 2-1.
Here's Turner Stevenson on a giveaway. Stevenson on the backhand shot. Brodeur stopped it. Red light is on. And the referee, Mick Magoo, says, wait a second. And now they'll try to sort it out. Stevenson got the break off the neutral zone turnover and crashed into Brodeur, all three winding up in the net.
And we have a penalty here. I think it's going to be tripping on Dave Ellett. Stevenson looked like he was completely clear. Ellett came across, cut the angle on him. Everybody and everything ended up into the net. There's the bad play by the Jersey Devils trying to clear the puck. It was McKay. Ellett did definitely come across. The puck did end up over the goal line, too. Let's take a look at the overhead. This would be able to tell us, perhaps, if it goes over the line before the net goes off its moorings. They're already counting it. That one, I think, was probably the definitive look that they saw.
We are in a 2-2 hockey game coming up on 15 minutes left, regulation time. The Devils a 3-0 lead in this series. They're going to put Montreal away. The Canadiens looking forward to a game 5. Here's Steve Thomas' shot. Knocked aside. Canadiens come back out the other way. 2-on-2 at center. Here's Brunet. Drop pass for Recchi. Recchi on Chambers. Carries back to the net. Center, they score! Canadiens take a 3-2 lead. Off the setup in front, Montreal has their first lead of the hockey game. 2:21 left in third period regulation time. 3-2 Montreal again, trying to force a game 5 back in New Jersey.
Well, Jersey's got to be aggressive, and they have been. Scott Stevens got beaten at the blue line by Koivu, who saw him coming and just one touched it around him and picked it up on the other side of him. You're right. 2-2-on-1s in such a short space of time against New Jersey is very unusual.
Short-handed, too. The net is empty now. Devils have pulled their goaltender. Martin Brodeur is out. They have the extra attacker on very early. Interesting move by Jacques Lemaire. Rolling the dice on his end. Devils are set up well here, though. Elias through in front. Odoline shot. They score! And it works for Lemaire. Odoline scores against his former team with the man advantage because they had pulled the goaltender, and they tie the game at 3-3.
We rejoin the game in the first overtime with both teams pressing for a victory.
Stevens picks it up for New Jersey. Finds Ralston off for Thomas from the angle. Blocked it down by Theodore. In front, Thomas shot, saves Jose Theodore. Top of the crease, makes the stop. First pass, good one out of his own. Quick one to Breeze block. Over for Recchi. Over skated, but Koivu picks it up. Serves in a drop pass to Brunet. Shot in front, save Brodeur! Off Recchi, another save! That rebound is blocked out the defense by Stevens.
What a play by Scott Stevens. He made a tremendous block there. Two great defensive plays.
Centered again. Shot goes wide of the net. This line is buzzing around for Montreal. This has been the only line clicking in the entire series for the Canadiens, and they've been great here tonight. Brunet's shot. He cranked it up and went wide of the net. Popovich tries to keep in, does. Chambers gets to it, can't clear. Brunet for Recchi. Recchi checked by Stevens. Brunet gets to it, trying to flip it back to the point. Steve Thomas is there, and Thomas comes out. Steve Thomas moving in the middle of the ice. That shot, oh, nearly went in. It skipped a bit on Theodore, who reacted late to it. Elias from the side, gloved down easily by Theodore, and Fulton will play it for Montreal. We played 5 minutes of overtime, and it's been great hockey so far.
And with the scoring chances so far, can you imagine if Steve Thomas's little shot that changed direction at the last moment had gotten by Theodore? He just barely made the save on that one.
Stevenson is sent to the Montreal bench on a check by Holy. Comes back out for Popovich, who goes for Quintal. Here's a chance. Thornton, though, couldn't handle. And it comes back out for Malakoff for Montreal now. Off to Thornton, off his skate. Malakoff recovers for Quintal. And they throw in. Thornton gets to it first.
Taps it around the wall. Jersey will get there, and they'll come out as Montreal was changing. Here's Elliott. Tried the headman from McLean. Brisebois broke it up. Now Danfus trying to catch Jersey in the change. Danfus for Richer. Spins away. Nifty stick handling by Richer, but now loses. McLean the other way. Backhands in. Another bouncer on Theodore to nearly let that one slip by him.
We now move to the third overtime with Theodore and Brodeur still keeping the puck out of the net.
Cross. Here's Stephane Richer. Pulls up with some space. Lets it go. Blocked by Danica. In front. Brodeur got a piece, and it's pushed out to center again. Quintal from Montreal. Danica will chase it back. Pushing on him. Off Pandolfo's stick. At center. Looking for McLean. Too far. Theodore will play it, and we'll take a chance. It's over up. Here's Gilmore. Makes the move. He's in. Doug Gilmore now. Loses back behind the net. Ralston has. Ralston's one of the better players in OT. Comes back to the ball. One-timer. Hit the post. Chambers hit the post. The outside of the post on Theodore. It's back out at center. Here come the Canadiens. Brisebois. Koivu now. Backhand. Forehand. Brisebois shot. Score! It's all over. Patrice Brisebois has won it for Montreal. The Canadiens season lives on. They'll see a Game 5 Saturday in New Jersey.
Patrice Brisebois' goal in the third overtime keeps the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs as they beat New Jersey 4-3. That'll do it for this week. I'm Garrett Michaels. We'll see you next week on NHL Power Week.